Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie, my beautiful lights. How's everybody doing today? All right, we're going to get started on today's reading, guys, and see what uplifting messages Spirit may have. Nice start. Look at this beautiful Ace of Pentacles next to the Four of Wands. Okay, and the card of New Beginnings. Okay, I'm liking this reading already, guys. This is starting out to be very positive. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Pentacles is about your finances mainly. Okay, you may be seeing improvements in your finances up and coming for the rest of March. Okay, and hopefully beyond that. I'm also feeling like this is, for a lot of you, new starts, new beginnings, coinciding with the spring and everything being fresh and new, kind of a feel. Okay, so going into the next few weeks with a positive attitude, feeling positive about your finances. All right, and then with the Four of Wands, guys, this is all about your happiness. Okay, celebration, abundance, and meeting new people. They could be friends, they could be potential lovers. I see a lot of celebration, a lot of happiness, and a lot of abundance in the background. So all of this is very positive for the month of March. I am also seeing new beginnings, new starts. Okay, a lot of you are really wanting something new to come into your life. Life has been feeling stale, and if this is you guys and you've been feeling this, like, nothing's moving, things are feeling stale, you want a fresh new beginning or just some positivity, some excitement to come in, please comment below the video and let me know how you're feeling about that. Also, this is a good time to remind you guys that I do offer readings. If you're interested, you can click on the description below the video and see what my offerings are. All right, but be prepared for these new starts, these new beginnings to come into play. And when they do, you have the Five of Wands here, guys. So the Five of Wands can be, a couple of different things. It could be, conflict, battles, disagreements, even aggression. So I feel like some people around you are going to be in disagreement as far as how you're going to handle things in your own life. For some reason, they're just not going to be happy or contented with the way that you are going about your business. Somehow they're going to feel like it's reflecting on them, or it has something, some kind of effect on them. All right, so in other words, you might be super busy, you might be putting new things into play, you might be putting extra energy into something you are trying to attain, and maybe paying less attention to these persons, and they may feel some type of way about it. Okay, they might feel ignored, they might feel alone, and they might just come out and tell you how they're feeling. You're going to be a little overwhelmed with that, so just make sure if this occurs, you keep your, keep your head, because you are super strong, and this card of strength is always popping up in your readings, Aquarius. You know that your strength is, this is such a powerful gift that you have acquired, and it helps you in many ways. It helps you push through problems. It helps you just stand strong when you feel the need to stand up for yourself and not give in to other people's whims or their pressures of you. All right, so let's continue. We have the King of Swords. Wow, with the Queen of Swords. All right, so for those of you who are with someone, okay, you have your significant, and the feminine aspect of this companionship or love affair is very thoughtful. She's always thinking of her person, and her person, you guys must get along really well, because I'm seeing like these very positive vibes that you have for each other, or your feelings, your emotions toward each other, and the energies that you send each other or give off to each other. In other words, I have one of you is, always just thinking how abundant you are, always thanking God that they have you in their life because you bring so much joy, happiness, abundance. You are like I don't want to say a sidekick, but they kind of look at you like they couldn't really get along without you. You help them, settle problems, talk out issues, solve problems. You're like a duo, and you work very strongly together. You get along very well. And the other side of this love affair is someone who's very thoughtful and kind and is always putting you first in their mind. Okay, and it looks like there's some of you met while on vacation or in a different state or a different country, and some of you, it looks like, just were looking for something fresh in your life. You were looking for love and you were open to it, and therefore it came in. You were ready for it. I'm always doing this upside down. All right. Now we have the Seven of Swords next to the Two of Swords. Okay, the other thing I was missing that I forgot to throw in there about the both of you being swords, okay? So both of you being swords, you had a good chance of coming back here from another lifetime to complete something together, all right? A lot of times that's an indicator that you knew each other in another lifetime and you've come back here to complete something, okay? All right, so let's move forward. I'm seeing somebody wants to end this situation because there is a lack of trust here. And I feel like you were very happy before this situation or this person came into play, and you know yourself very well. You know what makes you happy. You know you're very strong in your intuitive abilities, and your intuition is telling you that this person or this event, whatever we're talking about here for you, needs to end because there is no trust. And I don't feel like there was something that happened actually to make you mistrust this scenario, situation, person, whatever it is. I just feel like this is intuitive, okay? And as it were, Spirit is saying this is your victory. Your intuition is your guide. Let your intuition be your guide. You are super strong in this particular area of your gifts, and this will be a victory for you. You will make the correct decisions for yourself using your intuitive abilities, okay? All right, so let's continue. We have the Wheel, okay? On top of everything and anything positive that's coming in for you, Aquarius, and we've been getting this on the daily, right? This wheel has been showing up every day, and this is very, very powerful and meaningful in your readings, guys. This is a lot of positivity. It's about fortune, wealth. It's about prosperity, abundance, and all of those things. Also, we're dealing with angelic, I wanted to say systems, but this is really like the angelic realms that are overseeing these finances. This is a biblical gift that is going to be showered upon us at some point, okay? And this is right now being protected by a lot of different spiritual, universal spirits, okay, including angels. So you can see there's an angel in each corner on these cards, on this card, okay, representing that these angels are protecting these monies, okay? And when the timing is right, you will see that. I'm also seeing there is a masculine who is dreaming about love, okay? So there's somebody you know, or somebody you might even been with and you were happy with, okay? That's what this looks like. Someone you were with and you were very happy together, but as of lately, you're feeling kind of left out in the cold or ignored or alone due to, I want to say, a work scenario. So you might be having to put in a whole lot of extra hours or spending a lot of extra time in the workplace to make, to make ends meet. and this might be both of you kind of feeling it. You're missing each other, and you're feeling like, it's a shame that, we all have to work so hard just to almost make ends meet. It really is disheartening. Guys, if you're feeling this way, just comment below the video, okay? Let me know how you're feeling. If you're feeling great, I want to know that too, okay? Let me know. I read all of your comments. I love each and every one of you. And I'm very interested in how my beautiful aquas are doing today. All right, here I'm seeing something here. Let me look at this. This is a mom. This is a mother who's missing a child, okay? This might be someone grown, a grown child, an adult child, but you haven't seen this person in a while and you're really missing them, okay? You want something from them, whether it's attention or that you want them to come and visit, and you're not understanding why they're spending so much time away, and it's confusing to you because you were very close when your child was growing up. You were very connected and you're feeling some kind of way about it. All right, and he's out there, I want to say it's a he, doing adulthood, and it's just, it's that feeling that most mothers get when children leave the nest egg. Yeah, it can be very difficult because you live your life for your children, and then all of a sudden one day they're not there, and you just feel like you're not needed anymore. That kind of a feeling. I get it, guys. All right, here, so I'm seeing someone wants to give financially. Okay, you want to do some type of good deed. And you're thinking of some type of humanitarian thing that you want to do to help others, and you're very committed to this idea that you have. All right, you're moving toward making this happen. You're just waiting on an aspect of this to show up in the form of an opportunity so you can put this forth. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of power in this layout. This is going to be a great success for you. All right, and you're going to be very happy with the results. All right, we have the Five of Swords next to the Lovers card. Okay, with the Judgment. Okay, so the Five of Swords, guys, is basically just that feeling that you're looking over your shoulder, waiting for the shoe to drop. Like something's not right. So a lot of Aquariuses out there might be feeling this way today. Like something just doesn't feel right. Something's changed. Something feels different between you and the person you love. Okay. Then you have the Page of Cups right next to it. So this relationship has not had many problems so far. And it's been a lot of give and take. You guys get silly together. I see that you have a lot of fun together, and you're always doing something for each other. And what happened here? That's strange. What did I do? All right, I'm just going to keep going because, yeah, I have a feeling that this belongs here. It does. All right, so ignore that card underneath, guys. I apologize. All right, but so getting back to this card, it's more like waiting for the shoe to drop between you and the person that you love. So something's there, something's not right. Like I said, something's going on because you're waiting for this shoe to drop. All right, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. This isn't something that's really obvious. It's kind of something that's moving through you emotionally very slowly, like something's different, but you can't put your finger on it. But something is changing and it's worrisome to you. There's judgment going into this, worry, okay, a lot of thought, and you're trying to get clarity on it. You're moving toward getting the clarity on this scenario, okay. Then I'm seeing an ending here, guys, coming in fast. So a fast moving something's gonna come to an end, or sometimes with the Ten of Swords, this is just you feeling beat up, just feeling like you've been through the mill. You need a break from something or someone. You need some time off. You need a vacation, or you just need to get, some downtime. That could mean this also. But it's either that or it's something may come to an end. Either way, I see something occurring connected to this scenario very quick. It's going to come in so fast that you'll have no choice but to focus on it. Okay, you're going to focus on it hard because it's just going to be in your face very suddenly, and you're going to be looking for balance. And I do see that you will find this balance that is going to be needed pronto, because you also have the Ace of Wands next to the balance card. Ace of Wands is seeing growth, seeing success, seeing things, new things coming in, positive things that are getting better with time. All right. So another thing that's getting better with time is your clarity, guys, which is a gift. Okay, especially for Aquas. Okay, you have a special gift with clarity where you're able to see things very clearly like never before. All right, we have the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is usually very successful, very abundant, someone who has a lot of self-confidence, and you know how to make things happen. Okay, people around you know you rather, they know that you know how to make stuff happen. They love being around you because of your, not that you're forceful, you don't need to be forceful, but you're a force to be reckoned with, because when you start manifesting and things just start happening, you start making things happen, and they happen fast. Okay, people like that. They see that you're passionate when you want something. You're a go-getter. You go get it. You don't take no for an answer. And so they look at you like you are a king, like you are abundance. And they try to take cues from you. Okay? They want to kind of be certain characteristics that you carry, they think are fantastic, and they want to be like you in those areas. Okay, and there are a lot of them. All right, you might be single right now. This is the Fool. This could also be something where you might be out there taking a risk somewhere. I don't get that in this reading. I get that you're single right now, and you might be spending time with friends and family. All right, and over here I'm seeing some kind of messaging coming in for you. You're going to hear about something, and it looks like it's going to come from a very important person. This is going to be some type of announcement, guys. Okay, an announcement within the next 8 days or 8 weeks, I want to say. Okay, let's continue and see what else we have. All right, so we have the Four of Swords here. Four of Swords, guys, is, just when you've just reached your peak or your end, and you've had it mentally, you just need a break. You're very tired. This often feels like you're running uphill. You're fighting an uphill battle. However you want to put it. You're just exhausted. So I'm feeling exhaustion. I'm seeing a Tower moment here in the middle. And let's see if this is going to be avoidable. All right. It looks like if you speak up and you speak your mind, be your authentic selves that you already are now, guys. Okay. Speak your mind. You can do it professionally. You could do it nicely. Just speak up, because this has something to do with, I feel like for some of you out there, this has to do with your money, and a possible Tower moment here with your money. You're going to try to hold on to your money. So I feel like this is something that is going to threaten your money somehow, either threaten your job or threaten your bank account somehow. This could be a massive bill of sorts that comes in. This could be a possible layoff at the job, or a possible, hopefully not, but a firing. Something that, again, is going to affect your money, that might bring in this Tower moment. This might be something you're absolutely not ready for. Guys, try to have a little, I know it's difficult, but try to have a little emergency money in the bank for an emergency. Okay. All right, here, guys, I'm seeing some type of upset and defensiveness. All right, this is how some of you are going to be feeling. Left out in the cold, and you have the moon here. So I feel like this is a sense of insecurity for some of you. Okay, definitely feeling unsure of your future in a big way here. Some of you are actually very frightened about your future. If this is you, I want you to get a reading or comment below the video, guys. You have nothing to be fearful about, I promise, okay? You've made it this far, okay? You've had help. You've had, spirit alongside of you the whole time. That is why you've made it this far up until now, right? Even there were times when you just didn't think you would get through, and you did. All right, so continue to believe in spirit walking alongside of you, helping you through all of these life events. Okay, I am seeing something going on behind the scenes. That's the feeling you have. The feeling is there's so much going on, and you don't know what's coming next, and it's creating a lot of fear. Okay, I implore you to stop looking at channels or platforms or any of these fear-mongering type of informational places that you're getting this information from, and get in the habit of looking at much calmer things that make you feel happy. Get into doing something with your mind, guys. It's very important at this time. Go to a craft store and get some paint by numbers. As corny as that sounds, you're going to love that. It's going to totally take your mind off of everything, and you're going to have fun doing it, okay? All right, so here I'm seeing this is it feels like masculine energy and feminine energy. And I feel like this is my Aquariuses, and it's also, this is a person that is going to, this is someone you're supposed to meet. This is someone in your karmic cycle, I want to say. So you're going to meet this person. You're supposed to get something very important, very vital from this person, whether it's information, a teaching, a lesson, whatever this is. This person's going to come into your life all of a sudden. They're just going to show up magically. All right, this could be through like a work, a business meeting, or somebody new that comes onto the job. This could be someone new that you meet while you're out somewhere with friends. This person has something to teach you, it looks like. Something good, all right? You're going to learn a lot from this person. I see good news around money here. Both of these cards are good news around money. All right, with the Page of Pentacles is solid beginnings and good news. All right, and then with the Knight is having patience. It's about loyalty, protectiveness, and persistence. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about your abundance, your money, okay? So there's a lot here for you guys. This person is going to teach you something or give you some financial information that is going to bring in wealth to you, it looks like. All right, so this is going to be very important. All right, guys, I'm going to end on this note. The reading's getting a little lengthy, but if you're still with me, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell, the notification bell, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.